Hello, family. I hope the festive season is treating you right. I am still enjoying my life in the countryside, and if there's one thing living in the countryside has taught me, it is the art of doing nothing. It gives me so much peace to know that there are days I can wake up and do absolutely nothing. No gadgets, no technology, just me and nature having the time of our lives. What more would I ask for? It is windy and sunny at the same time. Just the perfect combination for a perfect morning. It is on mornings like this that I get out to harvest my vitamin D, and it comes in plenty in this climate. Many of us in the countryside don't understand what supplements look like because we don't need them. We eat clean, we live clean. Everything our body requires comes from nature. What a beautiful life. I'm having roasted peanuts and hot chocolate for breakfast today. Our meals are quite simple but very rich. While I enjoy this, I'm going to be telling you something I have really been struggling with. So, we all have this one friend or sibling who keeps you in check. Mine is my little brother Tim. Tim called yesterday and we had a really long conversation. For those who are new here, Tim is the last born in my family and the one who introduced me to vlogging. He is not a content creator himself, but a digital marketer and happens to work with lots of influencers. The highlight of our conversation was the kind of content I create these days. Apparently, Tim feels that I've somehow veered off my niche track and I'm just not giving you guys what you subscribed for. Of course, I agree with him because I know most of you subscribed during the time I was doing the dream village kind of content. Somewhere along the way, I got so much into building that I forgot to give you what you had subscribed for. And some of you have even reached out asking why I changed. So the thing is, I really didn't change, but got so much into the building that I forgot to do what you subscribed for. At the same time, a fraction of my audience really enjoys the building progress of the villa. So let me know how you've been feeling about my content lately. But for the sake of us, I will be doing the beautiful life in the countryside, and I will also be giving a little update on the progress of the villa, and I hope that works for all of us. Please let me know how you feel about this. I had completely lost it, but somehow I found my way back through Tim. So if this is your kind of content, remember to give the video a like, share it with your friends, and ask them to subscribe. I have spent a better part of the afternoon just chilling out and watching TV. For those who are looking to living in the village, just know there are so many days like this. Days when we just chill out, no hard work, just relaxing, enjoying nature, and enjoying what you have created. It is late afternoon and I'm just beginning to prepare dinner. On our menu today is fish stew, and we will be serving it with collard greens, that is sukuma wiki, and ugali. Just in case you're wondering where all the noise is coming from, we hadn't completed our water project, and today we're just putting the tank inside the lower part of the tower. We needed to start collecting water before we build the top. I'm making this tea out of fish that I had preserved by frying some few days ago. But you can also make a stew out of fresh fish. It is delicious. I really love the smell and taste of green onions in my vegetables. So when I cook vegetables, I always use the green onions. And the secret to having a continuous supply of green onions is to leave some in the ground while you harvest. So after pulling out what I need, I just return the soil to cover the roots of what's left so that they continue multiplying. Good morning again. It is a brand new day at the site. In our last video here, we did a foundation for the chicken coop. I'm still waiting for the delivery of the lumber that we are going to use to build the walls. We couldn't find ready-made timber for the dimensions that we wanted, so I'm on to another project today. One of my favorite flowers in the garden is rusting, and I think it's too close to the rose plant that is here, and so they are somehow competing for nutrients. So I'm going to remove it from the ground. I will be potting it, and I hope it thrives in its new home. So first I'm going to flatten the ground where I will place my planter. I have a really beautiful planter that I got from my grandmother's store. It is an old metal basin that she used long ago. I can remember her using it, but it now has holes on it, which makes it a perfect planter. Having it in my garden will be like keeping the memory of my grandmother and waking up to see her in my garden every day. I'm really tempted to paint it. At the same time, I really want to preserve its natural beauty. This is its original color and I don't think it looks bad after all. I'd like to inform the new generation that in those old days, we did not have plastics that have become a menace in the present world. These metallic basins were widely used and my grandma had plenty of them. Did any of you have this kind of basin in their homes? I'm going to pot our flower in pure compost. Remember, I have a compost pit right at the corner of my home. That's where we had the graveyard. And some of the waste that we have been dumping here has broken down so well and we can use them in potting. One of the mistakes I've been making with my compost pit is I don't get to turn it over frequently. But the ones at the bottom part of the pit are well broken down. There's this tough grass on my yard that doesn't break down very easily. You can see them still popping out of the compost. I think they just take much longer to decompose. So I'm just gonna pick them out and put them back into the compost. And I know with time, they will break down. So now that we have planted, watered, and given it a new lease of life, we're gonna cut out all the dead parts and all the rusty parts of the plant so that it starts afresh. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a comment and let me know how you feel about it. For now, it is bye bye. I'll see you in the next.